Hello. Well, once again, I came home. Well, this is not my home. I came back to the hotel room. I basically looked over what videos I had taped and had my late dinner from the Buffalo Wing House. Had a very good buffalo chicken sandwich. It was very delicious. And I just basically went to bed. Yesterday was definitely not as good as the other 2 days have been. And today it looks like it's not going to be much different. It was raining all day yesterday. I did go to the Buffalo Wing House for lunch. It was very good, and then I went over I spent a few hours at Universal Islands of Adventure. I rode the Storm ride. That was good. It's basically a teacup ride. And then I went and saw the Spider-Man 3D adventure. And then I headed straight up to Harry Potter. Had a couple butter beers and a pumpkin juice and walked around. They didn't have any jelly babies this time in Honeydews. That was the biggest draw for me when I went up there the first time when it opened. That was the biggest draw for me. They had jelly babies. I was more excited about that than the booger and vomit beans. There on the back wall they had these jars of candy, and I was looking them over, and lo and behold, they had jelly beans. I just grabbed one of the bags and just started filling it. I filled about 2 bags full of it. They didn't have any this time. But I did get some things. Here he is. I got a Pygmy Puff. This is for Ashlyn, my niece. He's a little wet from the rain. The rain, everything was just, it was just raining really, really bad, and I had a very tight hold on the bag. And some of it did get a little wet. I think it'll be alright. And then I got a nice feather quill pen. To replace one, I had a green one, but the ink ran out, so I kept the quill, and now I got another one to replace it with. And this is for my nephew. He said he wanted it. It's Dumbledore's wand, also better known as the Elder Wand, the most powerful wand in the wizarding world. He was very adamant about, well, he wasn't adamant about it, I shouldn't say things like that, but he just started going on about what he could do if he had the most powerful wand. So I went and got it for him. Maybe I'm letting loose something that shouldn't be let loose. But he just kept going on about how he'd be the most powerful person in the world, and he says he's going to go after the guy who, the head of Atari, who canceled the Sword Quest Atari contests and kept the golden crown and the golden sword for himself. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to the Angry Video Game Nerds channel and look up the Sword Quest video. that he made. He explains it a whole lot better than I certainly can. But so anyway, my nephew, he's got the Elder Wand, and now he's gonna go after the guy who kept the crown and the sword from the Sword Quest contest, and he's just gonna be walking up and down the street wearing his crown with his wand in one hand and his sword in the other. I guess he's gonna be the new king of Morris or something. So if you wake up one morning and you're reading the paper, the new king in Morris, Illinois has been declared, then you'll know what happened. Well, I hope it works out for him. Use responsibly and use carefully. Yeah. And also